Aries, let's start with your reading. Today, we are going to look into the energies around you at the moment, and then we will take a look into the events coming up for you in the next few months. Let's now start with your main energy. Okay, your first message today is communication is key. Moon in Gemini. We see here the two faces of the situation that you might find yourself in, which means that someone is keeping something hidden, at least for the time being. What we're looking at is a dynamic that doesn't allow you to really see what's going on in terms of feelings and emotions and intentions as well, which can create some confusion at the moment. What we do see with this card is that someone is thinking about communicating, thinking to talk about something that they haven't been able to talk about so far, at least. Communication will potentially create a turning point right here, and we need to see what the communication is about in order to understand where this is going to take you. So let's see what this message is about. Let's do our 3 shuffles and let's begin with your reading. I can tell right away that someone here is not revealing 100% of themselves. Starting with the King of Wands, this is someone who has a tendency of playing games, a tendency of making moves without revealing much of themselves. Keep in mind that the King of Wands is someone who's actually making moves. This is not someone who's standing still. The only difference is that you cannot see it, at least yet. And with the Queen of Cups reversed, we also see that what they're not revealing to you is actually very emotional and can hit them in a very deep way, and they don't like it because they cannot control it. The King of Wands is definitely someone who's all about control. And when it comes to you, they don't feel in control any longer. As I usually say, keep in mind that in general readings, energies go both ways, which means that this could be you or someone around you admiring you from a distance, fantasizing about you without making any actual move to bring that fantasy into reality. At least for the time being. We will see if this is set to change in the future. But for an expert eye, this person is actually more transparent than they might think. The Queen of Cups reversed is someone who's always walking on eggshells because they have created this other persona, which is obviously very different from the true person that they are. And they need to put in a lot of work to keep up with this parallel image. And you'll see, in fact, that they move very slowly. They take a while to maybe answer messages or to make any sort of move when it comes to you. They might keep you hanging. It's just someone who is in sensory overload right now and will need to understand why that is. But nevertheless, 8 of Pentacles, there is some work that they're putting into this, which you again might not see it, but this person is definitely invested into this more than you can tell. I can tell right away that this person is not used to have to do much work when it comes to these type of situations. Maybe they have a lot of options. They have people who are interested in them. It became second nature in a way. But when it comes to you, everything changes. You are not chasing them. You are not begging or competing for their attention. And this is throwing them off, even if just slightly. It's enough to really create this conflict. They immediately know that there is something different about you, Aries, something that goes beyond quantity, and something that is all about quality, in fact. You push them out of their comfort zone in a way that you don't even realize. And that's where the imbalance and insecurity comes from, at least for the time being. Now, look at this, Aries. You literally turn this person's judgment upside down. Right here we have the Two of Swords and Judgment reversed. Everything they know to be true, it's not true anymore when it comes to you. All their confidence. And this King of Wands is someone who really thinks that there's nothing they cannot achieve. But when it comes to you, all of a sudden, they are doubtful about what they can afford and what they can't. It's so funny because I do see the excitement that this person has whenever they think about you, whenever they see your pictures, or whenever they might even receive a message from you. And I'm sure that it might come as a surprise to you, given that you're not seeing much from this person up to this point. But a message from you is the highlight of their day. There are no doubts about that. Now, that doesn't mean that they're going to show it to you, at least so far. They might in fact take a long time answering, even counting the minutes in between the last message they have sent you and your answer, and making you wait at least for the same amount of time. Again, it sounds silly, but we are dealing with a King of Wands here. This is what that energy is about. Very attentive, very calculated in a way, but the reason behind it is not to control you. It's to control themselves and the fire, the passion that this king has for you in this case. Now, from you, Aries, I'm not getting any immediate urge to see something happening here. With this Nine of Pentacles, you know that you have everything you need, and you know that you don't need to beg or compete for anyone's attention. You are a very confident sign, and although some of the things we talked about might have sounded nice to hear, at the same time you're thinking, if you want anything to come out of this, you better wake up and make a move. Because I'm not one of those people who just waits around for something to happen and pause everything else in the meantime. I'm not that person at all. In other words, you're not going to hold your breath for it. But given the fact that you are watching this video, you might low-key hope for something to happen in this situation. You're just not willing to compromise your position, though. Not willing to do work for the both of you. You're wanting for this person to be strong enough to be able to reveal how they feel without playing games. Games often can put you in a position where you're stuck. And if there is one thing that Aries absolutely wants to stay away from, is stagnation. No movement, no progress. So, what is going to happen in between the two of you then? Ten of Swords and the Sun. All I can tell you so far, Aries, is that there is a happiness moment that the two of you might be able to manifest soon in the future, but it has to go through a clean cut. It has to go through an ending. Listen, it's clear that this connection is something else. This is something special. It doesn't happen often. And when it does, it just challenges that balance that one has created for themselves. You're clearly about to enter a honeymoon phase and a moment of great happiness, warmth, growth. But we need to see if the two of you are actually compatible long term. Because right here, In order to walk towards this person, it's clear that you have to walk away from them first. Right here, we see that the struggle that precedes this potential new beginning might be something that will present itself once again in the future. We need to clarify in order to find out about that. Keep in mind that this was never about hidden agendas, hidden intentions, never about wanting to take advantage of someone. This is all about insecurity and about getting out of the comfort zone. It feels like this person is experiencing a first with you. I don't believe, from what I see so far, that this person has gone through this before, not with this intensity, not with this urge to be with you, to connect with you, to connect with someone in general. With you, it's a first. Something about you, I'm telling you. Look at the star card, the lovers. Obviously, this person is hoping for the two of you to truly grow into this lover's energy and to truly take things far. So, obviously, we have a lot to clarify. Let's start clarify a situation that shows 50% of great potential and 50% of struggle as well. Let's see what the sun energy is bringing to you in the near future in terms of events and actions. And let's see how the situation is really bound to evolve in the next few months ahead. If you want to dive deeper into the messages, Aries, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free personal 30-minute live reading. We will talk face to face on webcam, of course. Get ready for that. I send out emails every Monday morning. Make sure to check out your spam folder as well, please. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Aries. The bridging energy taking us from this current situation to the upcoming events is the Eight of Swords. And honestly, we see why the situation hasn't taken off so far yet. Right here, we have someone who, as I was saying, is truly experiencing a feeling or a dynamic that they haven't experienced before. You need to keep in mind that when this person thinks about you, when they truly look into how they feel for you, they immediately get into a sabotaging energy, self-sabotaging energy. Eight of Swords, this person has a lot to tell you, but they feel trapped. They feel paralyzed when it comes to you. As you know, freedom is of the mind, and this person doesn't seem to be free right now. We'll have to see if this is just a mental energy or if actually they have something going on which doesn't allow them to be 100% available for you. We will see. But overall, this person is thinking about you constantly, and honestly, with this lover's energy and the star right next to it, this is not something that they can currently control. But let's see where this is going to go. First of all, let's clarify this Ten of Swords energy and let's see what you need to do in order to finally bring movement for yourself. Regardless of what this person decides to do, let's see how to get to that sun energy that we see right here on the table. And then we will see how it's all going to evolve. Let's start by clarifying the Ten of Swords. Yes. You know, right here, you have to do something very important, which actually it's going to really determine a turning point in the situation. It's going to not only change the actual situation, but it's going to show them what you really are about and what they really should do before it's too late. The first thing that we see right next to the Ten of Swords